Once you're on your knees, it's damn near impossible to get back on your feet. I ain't getting on my knees, Nick. Not for you or no man.
So, Season 2 is a continuation of Season 1 in terms of this explosiveness, and there's a lot of new information that's going to be revealed, and there's going to be a lot of new feelings and this new sense of self with every character that's involved. And those were the words of Mekai Curtis. So in this video, we're going to break down some of the new details and quotes from Mekai Curtis, Courtney, Kemp, and Patina on what we can expect for Season 2 of Raising Kanan, especially when it comes to this relationship between Raquel, Kanan, and Detective Howard, and how we could see some truths being revealed to unleash a darker Kanan. Now, we're also going to run through where the timeline is for Season 2, because Kanan was sent away at the end of Season 1, and no doubt there will be a slight time jump, but the question is, how big of a time jump? But along with the timeline, we're going to run through some early trailer predictions, because we are definitely entering the territory of where the trailer could drop in the next week or so. But as always, let's run through a quick recap of the ending of Season 1 when it comes to Raquel, Kanan, and Detective Howard. Now, Kanan actually believed he killed Detective Howard, even though he didn't give him the 2 shots to the heart and 1 to the head. So Raquel definitely thinks he's gone, because Patina did an interview and she said she believed the job was done, but we all know he survived, and in the teaser for Season 2, we even see him meeting Rack, which is definitely gonna cause some shockwaves when it comes to her plans, because Rack wanted to frame Unique for the shooting, but the question is, will Detective Howard go along with the plan to protect his only son, Kanan, who, let's not forget, knows it was Raquel who was manipulating Kanan into shooting him? And this is one of the major plots and storylines for Season 2, this whole truth surrounding Detective Howard being Kanan's father. So this is what Mekai Curtis had to say on Detective Howard. He said, "You're gonna get to see a little bit of how Detective Howard really struggles with what to do in this situation and how he feels about this relationship. There's gonna be a lot of emotions thrown up in the air. I think the basis of Kanan and Rack relationship has been destroyed at this point. There's been undoubtedly a breach of trust and a boundary on both sides. I also can't wait to see how this comes together, because it really boils over with the edginess and intensity. It's just really interesting to see how they handle this constant back and forth of blood is thicker than water, but I still can't forget this." And just to give these quotes an additional layer, when Courtney Kemp was on the Crew Has It podcast, she teased how we're going to see Kanan become an even darker character in Season 2, especially when they start to reveal the truth behind who Detective Howard really is. So with that being said, let's rewind it back to Power for a moment, because Kanan did mention his father in a conversation with Tommy.
"So when you find out you got a dad?"
I don't know. Not long ago.
"So don't trip and don't waste it. I ain't never had one. I don't know, go to a ball game or some shit."
So this doesn't necessarily tell us Kanan never knew who his father was. It just tells us he never had much of a relationship with him. So the way it's going and how it tells us in the official synopsis that Kanan will be searching for the truth, along with how Mekai Curtis teased Detective Howard will struggle with what to do in this situation. I'm sure Kanan will find out exactly who Raquel had him shoot, and this will be the ultimate breakdown in their relationship and completely destroy of any sort of trust they had left, if they had any, that is, especially after she admitted she was the one behind D-Wiz's death. So where Mekai Curtis said their relationship has been destroyed because of this breach of trust, just imagine what this truth of Detective Howard being his father will really do to Kanan when and if he does find out. And where they talk about blood being thicker than water, something we need to ask is, if the Detective Howard truth really is revealed, what would this do to Raquel's relationship with Lulu, Marvin, and Jukebox? Or do they already know about Detective Howard being Kanan's father, which I don't think Lulu does, because when Lou found out he shot him, he said he had him shoot a cop, not his father. So I really doubt Marvin or Jukebox know the truth either, but who knows what else Jukebox knows, because they also used to have these girly talks back in the day. And let's not forget, while Kanan's been away, Jukebox has been staying with Raquel, and this is gonna add just another layer to Jukebox's character in Season 2. But this is another element surrounding this Detective Howard secret, because we just can't look at how this is gonna impact Kanan, but how does it impact the rest of the Thomas family, especially when you have Raquel breaking these blood relationships with her actions. And it doesn't matter if blood is thicker than water, because she's been burning these bridges, and once they've been burned, there is no going back. So this situation imagine is a dangerous territory for Raquel entering season 2 because her actions will definitely have consequences. And what doesn't help Raquel's cause is she sent Kanan away at the end of season 1, and who knows who he met and what he got up to. So there's a few articles floating around which I've linked down below in the description and comment section, and they actually tell us season 2 will start in 1993, but this isn't confirmed nor is it official, but I really wouldn't be surprised because the teaser they released for season 2 does seem like there is a small time jump, especially with how we see Marvin out of jail, Kanan back in Queens, Detective Howard looks like he's fully recovered from a near-death experience, and the synopsis also tells us Raquel's been a busy woman taking control of the game in Southside. But to what extent the time jump is, let's wait and see, because Kanan in Power did reference a drive-by shootout in 1992, which I really do hope they show us.
We're gonna catch Ghost tonight coming out that club. Drive by there and spray that motherfucker like it's 1992. I don't give a fuck who out there.
But again, this is something which I think we'll get more answers to when we get the official trailer. So with that being said, let's talk about some trailer predictions and what we can expect. Now the trailer for season 2 should be coming in the next 2 weeks, because it normally is around 4 to 5 weeks before the premiere date, which is August the 14th, and then we'll start to see the promotion, interviews and a few teasers in the lead up to episode 1. But with the trailer itself, I'm expecting them to show everybody back in Queens, but there's going to be some static between all of them, from the Thomas family to Lou and Crown, and majority of these relationships reaching boiling point, not just Kanan and Rax. We also need to find out what happened to Unique. What did Detective Howard say when he woke up? There's also a new Italian mafia mob boss who's going to be introduced, and a host of new other characters. For example, Jukebox's mom Kenya, Cartier Dunst Farid, Marvin's anger management therapist Renee, and I don't expect to see all of them in the trailer, but I really do hope we get the first look at Kenya, as well as what's happening with Jukebox, because we're gonna start to learn what exactly pushed her into becoming a cop, and I'm gonna go with Jukebox's mom being killed in season 2, just to add another layer to this called ruthless Jukebox we saw in Power. But this trailer is definitely gonna be action-packed, full of violence, shootouts, fights, and I'm looking forward to it, because it's gonna be the first real bit of Power we've had since the end of Force. But that's a breakdown of all the latest from the teasers and quotes with what we can expect in the terms of the relationship between Rack, Kanan and Detective Howard, and how this secret will be a major focus of season 2, not just for Kanan, but something that could definitely rock the entire Thomas family, as well as this whole power structure. So drop all your thoughts down below in the comment section, and of course if you are new to the channel and you haven't done so already, then remember to smash the subscribe button if you want to see everything Power Book 3 and Power Universe related. But as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.